I've been having such a good time watching this Arkansas football team. I've been having such a great time rooting for Sam Pittman. I've been having such a great time trying to find out what is going to make Taylen Green absolutely go. I've been working really hard at talking to Arkansas fans about what this season could mean for them. I know from the start that Sam Pittman had changed up the way that they were going through their preseason. They were going to hit. And Landon Jackson had said this. He said, look, I think one of the reasons that we started off so slow like we did in past years is because we just weren't ready to take people to the ground. We just weren't ready to wrap people up and go tackle. And in a game where that was absolutely positively the thing that you needed to have to go beat a Tennessee team that had been putting up points on folks, had the number one scoring offense in the country, you were going to need to stop them. And it felt awful to watch in the first half as Arkansas would move the ball down the field and come away with nothing. Hold on to a 3-0 advantage. But going into halftime, Sam Pittman said something. He said, I like being us, but I like being them. I would prefer to be us going in the locker room than prefer to be them. This is before Taylen Green goes down, of course. But you could see that Arkansas, Travis Williams, was not afraid of the Tennessee offense. And it was going like I said it would go, man. It was Oklahoma showed you a blueprint. Oklahoma's defense had Tennessee mostly where they wanted them. And the difference was Taylen Green wasn't giving the ball to nobody. Taylen Green played his behind off. 19 of 26, 266 through the air before he went out with the injury. Shouts to Malachi Singleton, for whom it did not feel like it was going to come together. It didn't feel like Malachi Singleton was going to figure it out, man. Botching the snap, fumbling, being indecisive with whether or not he's going to run or throw. And yet Sam Pittman kept putting him out there, and Bobby Petrino kept putting him out there. And then down the stretch, what do? You lean on a run game that has been the stalwart of that Arkansas offense all season long. You lean on a run game that feels like it should be exactly who Arkansas football is each and every year. You lean on a run game that led to, my goodness, Jaquindon Jackson didn't move much of anything, right? 20 rushes for 57 yards. And we're looking at Braylon Russell really bringing it home. 8 rushes, 62 yards at the end there. And at one point, when it felt like this was not going to happen, when it's to 14-13, and you see Singleton go in for the touchdown, I thought what Kirk Herbstreit said. It was as simple as, hey, dog, maybe y'all let them score too fast. Maybe you're giving them the ball back exactly when you shouldn't be giving them the ball back. Maybe the defense won't be able to hold up. And there was a moment there toward the end where Nico Iamaleava had an opportunity, right? Goes downfield. He found Thornton, who else he found against Oklahoma, and they put him into range where they could probably go score the TD. But with the botch snap that he ended up putting into the stomach of Dylan Sampson, he goes, picks up a few yards. You got 6 seconds left on the clock. And then Nico ends up running out of bounds before he could stop the clock, and that ends the ball game. And you got Arkansas storming the field. You're getting everything that you deserve if you're an Arkansas fan. You're getting everything that you asked for. And as far as you just wanted one win to hang your hat on. I've been dealing with Arkansas fans basically since July. We took a break for a little bit. That's on me. That's not nothing they did. It was me, right? And I told Arkansas fans, we're going to start talking about you. We're going to start talking about what Sam's got going on. We're going to talk about Taylen Green. We're going to talk about Bobby Petrino. We're going to talk about Jaquindon Jackson. We're going to talk about Landon Jackson. We're going to talk about Travis Williams, who ain't ever afraid to hit the blitz button. And after the loss to Oklahoma State, it just didn't feel good. Oklahoma State's in shambles, by the way. And then the close loss to A&M last week. And I got A&M fans in my mentions talking about, now talk well about us. I will. Right? You got the win, but let's not pretend that you didn't play a hard Arkansas team. People are going, there's nothing hard about Arkansas. And I'm going, no. That's all that Arkansas is. That's all that Oklahoma is. I get to talk about this with folks that cover the sport from the coast, right? I'm from the middle of America. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I got to talk to people that live in New York, talk to people that live in LA, talk to people that live on coast that, got that elitism about them. And they have the nerve to tell me things like, who would want to live in Oklahoma? Who would want to live in Arkansas? Who would want to live in Kansas? Who would want to live in Mississippi? Who would want to live in parts of Louisiana? Parts of Texas? To which I point to games like this one. Tennessee also in that mix. And I say, this is why we want to beat you so badly. Because on nights like tonight, when Arkansas is the pro team in the state of Arkansas, you get to feel great about that. Tennessee, they got the Titans. You know what I'm saying? They got the Predators. Hell, they got an MLS team. They get to have nice things. Arkansas, it's football, it's basketball, it's baseball. That's what we do. Oklahoma is much the same way. And for years, all I wanted was for Arkansas to be relevant. Because when Arkansas is relevant and Nebraska are relevant, we got a great sport here because we get to bend the rest of the country to our will. You're going to watch us on Saturday because of things like this. Because as much as people wanted to write off Arkansas all season long, even fans of Arkansas who just don't want to be hurt anymore, this was always an opportunity. I try to tell folks, they're going to try to disguise what they're doing. If you can just keep your eye on the ball and open yourself up to the opportunity that you could win this game, I'll be shocked if it ain't there for Arkansas because they were a mirror image of Tennessee. We will have a big, long quarterback who is athletic, who can sling it. We got a couple tailbacks that we trust. We got an offensive line that if they get it rolling, we're in good shape. And we got defenses with front sevens that absolutely want to go murder people. What happened? The home team happened. That's what happened. Donald W. Reynolds Center happened. Turn that damn jukebox on happened. I am overjoyed for what Arkansas has accomplished, man. I could not be more proud of them, more proud of Sam, more proud of that team. It has been rough. People calling for Sam Pittman's job this year. Talking about why are you hiring Bob Petrino? Because Sam Pittman wants to win at Arkansas. Don't nobody want to be head coach at Arkansas more than Sam Pittman. Man's been coaching football for 40 years. He's from Grove. I claim him. He's an Oklahoman. He went to Pitt State. Worked his behind off. Got his first head coach opportunity at Arkansas. And he did what I did when I got my job, man. He cried about it because that's what it is. That's what it means. And I can guarantee you, there is nobody that I think this is going to feel more to than Sam Pittman, who takes about it the tack that I take about it. Look here, man. They were talking about, are you worried about your job security, that sort of thing. He's like, no, I get paid a king's ransom to do this. I don't worry about none of that. Like, he didn't negotiate his contract. He told his agent what they offer is what I'm going to take. And that's what he did because he was about the job. You got to get everything else taken care of. That's all we want. If you have the kind of financial stability that being a head football coach allows, you don't have to worry about much else, man. You just get to coach ball. That is what the dream is, to just do your job. To go all out, to not have to worry about the rest of this stuff, man. And he threw himself into this job, and he's thrown himself into this job. And he's watched what A&M has become, and he's watched new teams join this league and get off to a damn good start like Texas, who they got to play. And then you have nights like tonight where college football delivers, and it delivers for you. I'm harping on this because I really want y'all to take this home. What Arkansas is feeling, I want for all of y'all, man. At some point, I want everybody to have this feeling where it doesn't feel like this is within reach. And yet the number 4 team in the country who is undefeated, who's got 2 top 25 victories, comes to your house and you give them the what for and the how now. And you pat them on the behind and you say, good luck to you. And you go about your business. Arkansas, love you. I love you, and we're going to see what happens, right? We're going to see what happens. You got 2 losses. One is to an Oklahoma State team that's kind of indefensible in as far as like college football playoff is concerned, and the other is to an A&M team that kind of played themselves in the college football playoff. So what I would say is keep pounding wood, right? Keep chopping wood, and let's see where you're at in November. But this enjoy the hell out of this, because I am, and I'm not even an Arkansas fan. I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of you, man. When you go to church, you let everybody know. You let them all know. You call the hogs if you gotta. I'm sure Pastor gonna forgive you this one time. Call him. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be a good day. I guarantee you that the sermon is gonna be great, because I just know somebody has a pastor out there who went to Arkansas and can't wait to talk about his Razorbacks at church 11 a.m. Sunday morning. All right.